you're working on?
During his weekly address, Governor Eddie Calvo spoke about the Computer-Assisted Mass Appraisal Project, or CAMA. It's a project that should result in more revenues for GovGuam and a higher debt ceiling. The CAMA project incorporates what is known as a tax mapping program.
CAMA system is basically using 21st technology in order to map all real estate properties on Guam using satellite imagery. Of course, with that, it will give us a more accurate estimation of property values.
With satellite imagery, Reventax can look from above and see what properties on Guam have likely raised in value because of construction on the properties.
For example, you have a house that's been taxed for so many years, and let's say, for example, the last several years or last year or so, you decided to build an extension, and we didn't catch this particular property is the extension. So that also is identifying those buildings with more 1,000 more square meters, so we can look into that and make those assessments moving forward.
If the property values raise, then Reventax can raise their taxes. Also, the debt ceiling, which is the maximum amount GovGuam is allowed to borrow, is determined by the total value of all properties on Guam. Higher property values mean a higher debt ceiling, which means the legislature won't have to pass a law artificially raising the debt ceiling, which makes it easier to borrow money on the bond market.
This is important for us too, because we like to ensure that we provide all these tax refunds that are owed to the people of Guam by Christmas.
The second component of the CAMA system is the GPAS system. This system basically integrates and cross-checks information held by Reventax, Land Management, and Public Works. This too will help Reventax determine whether properties have changed their zoning from, say, residential to commercial, which also means a raise in tax. It can also provide a data overlay of infrastructure on Guam so that in the future agencies can better coordinate construction and hopefully avoid situations where DPW resurfaces a road only to have GWA or GPA dig it up again to place in new infrastructure.